As the video continued, the living room was lit by the dim light of the evening, creating a cold and quiet space. Haley walked in with a long robe, her sharp eyes scanning the room. Her footsteps echoed in the quiet space, but what she saw made the atmosphere around her feel heavier than ever. Danny was standing near Bill, her hands gently rubbing his back, Bill's face showing exhaustion, fatigue, and perhaps even mental pain. Danny looked at Bill with sympathy, her eyes searching for a way to help him ease his sadness. But Haley didn't see a simple scene of comfort. She saw something different, not simply an act of sympathy. Deep down, Haley sensed the machinations behind Danny's actions. Haley's voice echoed in her mind, as if speaking to someone nearby. "We've suffered a terrible loss. Why else would Danny be here other than to express her sympathy?" But the voice did nothing to soothe the frustration in Haley's heart. She couldn't stop thinking about what Danny was doing. Maybe Danny really just wanted to comfort Bill, but Haley couldn't shake the feeling that she was using this situation to rekindle old feelings. Danny knew that Bill still loved her, even though he had hurt her before. And now, when Bill was weak and defeated by the loss, Danny had the opportunity to gain his attention and affection. She could tell herself that it was to help Bill, but deep down, she knew that this was an opportunity to win his heart again. The feeling she felt as she rubbed Bill's back was not just comforting, but possessive, an undeniable sign of her desire to be back in his life. Meanwhile, Haley couldn't sit still and watch this scene. She knew that if she didn't act now, Danny might overwhelm her. Bill's feelings for Haley were no longer the same, and Danny, his ex-wife, certainly still held an important place in his heart. But could she hold her own with Bill when Danny appeared, using his weakness to win back his affection? Haley knew full well how vulnerable Bill was at the moment, and she couldn't let Danny take advantage of the situation to take him. She decided to do something. But Haley's actions weren't just hasty words. They were calculated actions. She had sworn to keep Bill by her side, no matter the cost. The fake pregnancy, which she had used to keep Bill close, had now become a weapon that could cause even greater harm if the truth were exposed. Haley could not let Danny or anyone else find out. She was struggling not only with Danny, but also with herself, with the fear that Bill would learn the lie behind everything she had done. Danny was not without her doubts. She had previously suspected that Haley's pregnancy was fake. She had thought that Haley might be cheating, but when she saw Haley in the bathroom, the worried look on her face as she ran out, seeing the blood, Danny had put those doubts aside for a moment. At the time, she had thought that it could simply be an accident. She was worried about Haley and felt that she might need help. However, now, as she witnessed Danny's actions, a part of Danny felt that something was wrong. Doubts begin to creep in again. But will she have the courage to face the truth? In a tense moment, Haley decides to put an end to all doubts. She cannot let Danny, her ex-wife, use Bill's weakness to win his heart. And she cannot let others discover the truth about the fake pregnancy she created. Haley begins to plan, scheming and calculating to keep her position. She will do anything to stop Danny, even if it means fabricating the truth to keep Bill by her side. But can she keep her secret for long when things are coming to a climax? The confrontation between Danny and Haley has been a long time coming, and when the truth begins to emerge, it will not only be an emotional battle but also a tense one, where each character could lose what is most important to them. Danny and Haley are not only women with complicated relationships with Bill, but they are also direct rivals in the battle for his affection. While Danny may still have deep feelings for Bill, Haley is willing to do anything to keep him by her side, including hiding the truth about the fake pregnancy. Danny, who had her suspicions about Haley and the pregnancy, now begins to feel that something is not right. After recent events, the questions in her mind gradually become clearer. She remembers the moments when Haley reacted strangely, from hiding things in the past to acting strange when she saw blood in the toilet. Haley's words are no longer convincing, and Danny's anxiety begins to be replaced by determination to find out the truth. With the acumen of someone who used to be Bill's wife, Danny knows that there is a special bond between him and Haley, but she also realizes that feelings are not everything. She begins to investigate, looking for signs of deception in Haley's actions. And finally, after much hesitation, Danny decides to confront Haley. When their confrontation takes place, it will not be just a simple conversation. Danny not only wants to expose the truth about the fake pregnancy but also wants to prove that Haley has deceived Bill. Danny will not easily give up her suspicions, and she will be willing to do everything to protect Bill from a dishonest woman. She will present evidence, reasons for Haley's actions, and may even confront her directly and demand an explanation. But Haley is not someone to be defeated easily. She knows that if Danny finds out the truth, everything will collapse. Haley cannot let Bill know that she faked the pregnancy to keep him close to her. To deal with Danny, she will have to resort to stronger tactics, perhaps denying everything or even making up another story to protect herself. The confrontation between Danny and Haley will not be just a confrontation, but a tense battle of honesty, trust, and power. Will Danny find out the truth before it's too late? Or will Haley find a way to turn the tables, continue to deceive Bill, and maintain her position by his side? The truth will come out, but the price may be too high, not only for Haley and Danny, but also for Bill, who will have to face painful truths that he never wanted to face. When the truth about the fake pregnancy and Haley's lies is finally revealed to Bill, his reaction will be a storm of emotions. Bill's first feeling will certainly be shock. He loved Haley, and everything he believed about their relationship is suddenly shattered. For him, the fake pregnancy is not just a lie, but the deepest betrayal. This not only breaks the trust he has built with Haley, but also makes him feel used and deceived all this time. Bill's sense of betrayal will be even stronger when he realizes that everything, from the affection to the acts of kindness that Haley shows, is just the beginning of a manipulative game that she has been playing all along. The pregnancy, which Bill once saw as the reason to keep him close to Haley, is now just a tool in a grand scheme to maintain Haley's power and control over him. For Bill, this is not only an emotional shock but also an attack on his self-esteem. He feels like he has been taken for granted, deceived by the person he trusted the most. So, after the truth is revealed, can Bill forgive Haley? That is a big question. In the first moment, he will feel deeply hurt. The trust has been broken, and with Bill's nature, restoring trust will not be easy. He will go through an internal struggle where his feelings for Haley will clash with his feelings of betrayal and anger. He may try to confront her, demanding a full explanation, but this does not mean that he will forgive easily. On the other hand, Bill's feelings for Haley will likely make him question himself. Even though she has lied to him, will he be able to let go of all the memories and feelings they shared? Will his love for her be enough to overcome this betrayal? Or will his self-respect and disappointment be too great to make him decide to leave? This will be a big test for Bill, as he has to face the truth that everything he believed about Haley is now a lie. Bill's reaction after discovering the truth will not be an immediate decision. He may need time to think about everything that has happened, but his final decision will depend on whether he can accept this hurt. If Bill feels that his love for Haley cannot overcome this betrayal, he will leave her, feeling the need to protect himself and unable to continue living a lie. However, if his feelings for Haley are still strong enough, he may find a way to forgive, although only on the condition that Haley be completely honest and accept responsibility for her actions. This may not be easy, and there will certainly be conflicts and heartaches, but Bill may still hope for a second chance. If he believes that the truth about the false pregnancy was just a mistake that can be fixed. In all likelihood, this discovery will be a turning point in their relationship, and Bill will have to make a difficult choice between emotion and reason. The ultimate question is whether he can forgive Haley, or will this betrayal mark the end of this relationship forever? Across town, Samantha Richardson, with dedication and perseverance, has devoted much time and effort to reunite her family. Her goal is clear. She wants to reconnect her fathers, Smitty and Martin, after many years of separation. Although the separation between them is a past filled with misunderstandings and deep wounds, Samantha has always believed that a connection, however small, will be enough to overcome any barriers. The days she has spent mending these relationships have not been in vain. She has seen positive signs. Smitty and Martin have begun to talk again, and old wounds seem to be beginning to heal. However, as with all complicated family stories, things are never easy. Just when Samantha seems to be on the verge of success, an unforeseen factor appears, causing everything to collapse. Her biological mother, June, appears, and her presence in the family seems to be a powerful trigger, blowing up secrets that everyone has tried to keep hidden for years. June is not only a mother but also a part of a troubled past, and her return could upset everything Samantha has worked so hard to build. The big question looms. Can Smitty and Martin's reunion survive when they are once again faced with unsolved secrets? Can the family continue to live in peace when a terrifying secret is waiting to be exposed? Jacob, who has always paid attention to even the smallest details, will be the first to realize that something is wrong. While Samantha and the others are focused on rebuilding their family, Jacob and his wife, Naomi, are drawn into a mystery they never expected. Through a series of events and puzzle pieces that gradually come to light, they will come to realize that Samantha and her brother, Tyrell, are actually the children of June, a mother they never knew was related to this family. It all starts when Jacob stumbles upon an old photo that Naomi has always kept with her. This photo is of a woman Naomi has always loved and cherished, but something has changed. The pieces slowly fall into place, and with a little digging, they discover that the photo is of June, who they never expected to be directly related to Samantha and Tyrell. The truth gradually comes out, forcing both Jacob and Naomi to face an unbelievable truth. The price of this truth will deeply affect the whole family, and no one can predict the consequences. Will Jacob and Naomi decide to tell Martin the truth? When the truth about Samantha and Tyrell is revealed, Martin will be faced with a difficult choice. He was once a responsible father, but now he must not only face responsibility for his child, but also the mother who left them. Will June's presence change everything? Another question arises. Will Jacob and Naomi come clean with Martin right away? Or will they find a way for June to come and claim her child directly? This becomes even more complicated when calculating the impact on the family. If Jacob and Naomi decide to keep quiet and not share the truth right away, they will face a major change in their own relationship. But if they decide to tell the truth, the consequences could be a family tsunami, with unpredictable reactions from Smitty, Martin, or even Samantha and Tyrell. June's arrival not only brings with it explanations of the past, but also a test of the relationships that have been slowly built over time. Can Samantha hold the family together? Or will she have to face seeing everything she has worked so hard to build crumble under the weight of the truth? Can Martin forgive June? Or will he feel betrayed once again by the mother he thought had abandoned him long ago? With these questions, the family story slowly unfolds, taking all the characters on an emotional and challenging journey where love, forgiveness, and truth intertwine, creating a powerful tragedy that only family can solve. This week, things start to change quickly when Samantha and Tyrell receive shocking news that they never expected. A secret is suddenly revealed, forcing them to face the undeniable truth about their past. After so many years of being abandoned, what will they do when they learn that they are actually the children of June, the mother whose name they have only heard but never seen? This truth is like a shock to both of them, making them confused and conflicted in their hearts. Especially when Naomi begins to help June prepare for an important meeting. June's appearance is not just a simple event. It brings with it hidden waves of the past, the pain and betrayal that Samantha and Tyrell have endured over the years. For them, accepting their mother is not an easy thing. Samantha and Tyrell grew up in loneliness and lack of love from a mother. There was a time when they wondered why June left them, and now, when the truth is revealed, they have to face emotions that they were never prepared for. Samantha, who has always dreamed of a complete family, will feel deeply hurt when she learns that her mother was the one who abandoned her and Tyrell. Although she wants to believe that June's return is an opportunity to heal her wounds, the painful truth that she was abandoned by her mother all along will cause her to doubt and be confused. Samantha will be torn between accepting June, whom she has always longed to be close to, and feeling betrayed by the mother who was not there for her when she needed her most. Tyrell, who has always been tough and unemotional, will have a stronger reaction. He will not easily accept the fact that his mother was June, the one who left him and Samantha to follow a different path. June's appearance is a strong provocation to the deep wounds that Tyrell has tried to forget. He will feel this betrayal as a huge shock, and even more angry at the thought that all those years of struggling alone, without his mother's protection, are now just her indifference. Will Tyrell be able to forgive June, or will he always see her as a traitor, a mother who is not worthy of being called his mother? The meeting between June and her 2 children will not be a simple emotional reunion. It will be an emotional battle, where Samantha and Tyrell will have to face their mixed feelings. Anger, disappointment, but also a part of hope for healing. June will not easily explain why she abandoned her 2 children, and no matter what she says, will Samantha and Tyrell have the courage to open up, or will they keep their distance to protect themselves from further hurt? Meanwhile, June's appearance will force them to face difficult decisions. Will they choose the new family they have built over the years, with the people who have loved and cared for them, or will they return to the past, even if it is a past full of scars and pain? The big question is whether Samantha and Tyrell can find forgiveness and acceptance from their new family, or will they be pulled back into old relationships that could cause even more pain? Confronting the truth about their mother will be a major turning point in both Samantha and Tyrell's lives. There is no certainty about what they will decide. The conflict between the past and the present will cause them to struggle with themselves, between the love for their current family and the desire to find a mother. But no one can predict that their decision will affect not only their personal lives, but also their family relationships and their future.